Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is the second breakfast session on the LAWO booth. We are very happy to welcome Ethan Weiss from CPAC. Ethan, can you please explain who is CPAC?
Yes, absolutely. And we're happy to be here. CPAC's a Canadian broadcaster. We're an independent, not-for-profit and commercial-free broadcaster that delivers the complete coverage of Parliament as well as key political events in Canada. And we deliver everything in 3 language tracks, English, French, and floor, or the original audio.
Would you say that CPAC is a large broadcaster?
We're actually a fairly small broadcaster, but we're national, delivering to 9 million homes across Canada.
And you got very interested in the dynamic media facility idea. What's so special about that? Why did you catch it?
Well, a couple of years ago, we decided to make the transition towards 2110 and the eventual adoption to adopt a software-centric framework for our media production requirements. And so the transition towards DMF is something that we're looking forward to, and we're happy to partner with LAWO on that, primarily so that we can have the flexibility and scalability to repurpose hardware dynamically as we wish.
Okay, and what does it hinge on? What does the dynamic facility hinge on? Is it hardware? Is it software? Is it something else?
The ability to leverage COTS hardware has been key for us so that we could essentially apply any type of app that we want and eventually work with LAWO and other partners to run the same apps or multiple apps on the same IT-based hardware. So that core IT infrastructure, networking between memory is something that we're looking forward to adopting.
In a video I saw the other day, you explained that, you use a mix of perpetual and credits, perpetual licenses and credits. Why do you do that?
Primarily because we have dynamic requirements. We have a lot of event-based programming. We didn't want to build for a facility that we had to maximize the resources or build to 100% of what we need, even though we might only be operating at 60% most of the time. So the use of flex credits allow us to dynamically apply licenses, whether it's for event-based programming, whether it's additional multi-viewers, signal processing, whatever the need might be. That core flexibility to reapply those credits is a very nice feature us to be able to leverage.
Could you give us a rundown of the home apps that CPAC is using at this moment in time?
Yeah, so we're still a hybrid SDI 2110 facility, and we're going to make the transition slowly over the next couple of years, piecemeal. We started with a significant amount of .edge.io to help us get a lot of our SDI-based or IP-based even contribution feeds into our 2110 ecosystem. And from there into a series of home app servers where we're primarily leveraging multi-viewers, signal processing, some audio conversion, and remapping.
If I told you today that you had to go back to dedicated hardware, processing hardware, what would your answer be?
That would be going backwards. This is very much future looking. This is where we want to be. And we see the benefits. We didn't want to be the last facility to go 2110. This was an opportunity as our budgets become available to make transitions and innovate and ensure that we position our facility to meet our business needs of the future.
There's also another buzzword in the industry, which is MXL, like the media exchange layer. Is that interesting to CPAC as well?
Absolutely. That's the whole underpinning of DMF and the real benefit where things really shine, which is the ability for us to use media within random memory within the same server and hopefully eventually across multiple servers. So a direct Ethernet path between memory from one server to another on IT hardware.
And do you also have that dream, like Stevie Wonder? I have a dream. Oh, no, that was Martin Luther. Sorry. I have a dream like of software by different manufacturers running on the same hardware. Is that something you would like?
Yes, we were hoping to see that this year at the show. A little disappointed that we're not there yet, but I've heard there might be some integration here shown on the LAWO booth in the future. as well as at other partners that we've been talking to work together as part of that sort of tiger team, I guess that's been formed behind DMF and the EBU to help us advance that vision.
And when do you think you could implement that? Like, suppose it became available today. How much time would it take you guys to implement it?
We're waiting for others to really be the bleeding edge, and we hope to be the trailing edge. So our goal is really, if it's something that could be available by summer 2026, that would be on our roadmap.
Okay. Are there any contributions you could make? Because actually MXL is open source. Like, anybody can contribute. Is there something you would like to contribute? Because yesterday Willem Vermost of EBU was here, and he said, like, look guys, if you have ideas, please send them. Or if you want to contribute code or something. Is that a job for CPAC, you think?
We've not actually looked at the GitHub repository, to be very honest. We have so many projects on our time frame right now in terms of doing piecemeal migrations towards 2110. We are hoping to take advantage of MXL in the future, but we're looking really more towards 12 to 18 months from now.
When is the busiest time for CPAC?
Right now, our season starts this week. On Monday, House of Commons in Canada resumes, and our production has been ramping up very steadily all summer.
And are those times when you say, we're so glad we have software now?
Already, yes. I mean, we have the flexibility to do whatever we want from a multi-viewer perspective. It's very easy to reconfigure, very easy for us to assign new apps dynamically based on requirements. And we feel like we're already positioning ourselves for the next big event or events that may come in the future. We never know. We don't know what is going to necessarily come, but we feel like now we have the flexibility to adapt very easily.
Do you think you're actually a precursor in Canada or even in North America with what you have installed?
I believe so. I think from being really a software-centric, moving towards that software-centric facility, I feel like we're likely one of the first people in Canada. I don't have the stats to support that, but I believe we were positioned at the right time in terms of when we were undertaking our 2110 transition and being able to leverage home with LAWO to be able to leverage that as probably likely one of the first within Canada at least.
How did you become aware of LAWO?
We've been working with LAWO for well over a decade, primarily starting with audio consoles. And a couple, 18 to 24 months ago, we started looking at what we would need to do for a 2110 transition. We investigated a number of partners, most of which were still very hardware-centric or FPGA-based. And although a lot of them allowed you to reconfigure your hardware, LAWO at the time was the only solution that actually allowed us to use COTS hardware and apply the various software solutions or home apps dynamically. So that made it a clear winner for us.
Eitan, thank you so much for your time. And, thank you so much for liking LAWO.
Thank you. We loved it. And one last note, you mentioned Stevie Wonder. We had an opportunity to ride our bikes around Amsterdam the other day, and my wife is here with us, and she commented, I'm riding my bike like Stevie Wonder. Literally just keep my head on a swivel here. You never know what we're going to get hit by.
Good for you.
Thank
you. Thank you.